Look at this. Today, I'm going to show you guys how I do my burrito bowl using my natural spices for seasoning for my chicken. A very delicious burrito. So I'll take you guys through step by step on how I use all these wonderful elements over here, and let's get started. Going to start with my burrito is cooking my rice because it takes longer. So I'm using 4 cups of rice for this. So I'll just put in my rice. I've already washed it. I like doing my rice, cooking it, washing it before I cook it. Then I am going in with 120 ml of oil in my rice and 1 tablespoon of salt. So, and then I'm going to let this cook, and then we are going to the next step, which is the very, very important step, is to season our chicken. I'm going to start with my chicken. These are my seasoning that I'm going to use for my chicken. So I'm going to measure for you guys my Njansan spice so that we know exactly the amount we are going to use for our chicken. I'll just put this here. And then I'll put this to 0 so that the scale removes the weight of this. Then I'm going to put in my Njansan spice. So it's 5 grams over there of Njansan spice that I'm going to use. Then I'll put this aside and measure my country onion. The reason why I'm measuring this is because if you put too much, it's gonna overwhelm your chicken. So you don't want too much of this seasoning. You just want to balance it because it's natural spices and it just makes your chicken taste so delicious, and they cannot find this taste anyway. So I'm going to show you guys my secret on how I season the chicken. Just remove this out of my way. So I'll just slice my chicken. So with the chicken, it's either you can cook it a whole like this, but for me, my customers like it, I slice it dice. So all my pieces to have the same size as much as I can. So this is how you want your slices of chickens to be diced like this. So all my chicken are going to have all these flavors. So now these are all my chopped chicken. So I'm just going to transfer them here. So now I am going to blend my Njansan spice that we measure, and then my country onion, and then my white pepper. I'm going to put everything inside here. Then I'm just going to blend this. This smells so delicious, and it's having that nutty smell. My Njansan, my country onion, my white pepper, I can smell everything combined together. So I'll just make sure everything is off from my lid because we need all the seasonings. So I'll put this here. Now I am going to transfer this inside here. Just look at this. This looks so wonderful. And the Njansan, it's having that nutty, so you can see the spice are thickened up by the Njansan spice. Now I am going in with my spices, just my Njansan, to my chicken. This looks already good. And then I am going in with salt, just like this. Spoon of salt over here. So we're going to taste the seasoning, how the salt is, and then if it's necessary, we're going to add in more salt. And then I'm going in with 1 tablespoon of paprika. I'm going to make it 2. And then I'll go in with my chipotle sauce. I'm going to use 3 spoons of that. And then I am going in with my yellow mustard, 1 spoon. And then I'll go in with my soy sauce, 1 tablespoon. Then I'll go in for moisture. I am using 1 tablespoon of oil. Gonna use 1 for moisture. To put in garlic. So for this seasoning over here, I love it when I grind my garlic like this. Then I'm gonna use 1 more over here, so it will be enough. So you want it like this. And I use my. So now, well, the flavors will meet the chicken. So I'm just gonna go in and massage this. I can smell my Njansan spice, my country onion, my white pepper, the garlic. All my seasonings are here, and it smells so delicious. Whoop, and jump out. So this is where the way you season your chicken, it determines how your burrito bowl is going to taste. Usually, if you have time, you can also leave it like for overnight. But since I have an order for my customer, I'm going to do it immediately and leave it to rest for like 30 minutes and let the seasoning go inside. So how I taste my salt is by going in like this with a spoon, and then I fill it. So this needs a little bit more salt. So I'm going in with the last spoon of salt, just a little bit like this. It's good. I'll set this aside and we are going to start with our carrots. I am starting with my carrots. There's a special way on how I season my carrots. So I'm going to show you guys the tip on how I'll season my carrots. So I'll just start by cleaning it into nice shapes, and then we're going to start cooking them. Now I'm going to cut my carrot into my nice design, going like this. So now I'm going to cook my carrots. Then I am going in with 2 cups of water. Then I'm going in with 1.5 sugar. And then I'm going in with 1 cup of vinaigrette. I'm going in with 1 tablespoon of salt. And then I'm going in with 1 spoon of butter. So you allow this to steam and slow cook, and you'll see all the flavors will come in together. So now I am going to marinate my shallots, this one, the special onion, and we are going to turn it in a very reddish color. It gives a very good color to our meal. So 1 cup of water, that's what I'm using. And then I don't want to use too much sugar, so I'm going in with 60 ml of sugar. Then I'm going in with 1 cup of vinegar. 1 cup of vinegar there. So I'm going to allow this marination just come to a boil, and then we're going to stop. So now my water has come to a boil. So I'm just going to add in the beetroot, and then it's going to change my marination of my onions and just take it to a different flavor. So this is the natural way I change my marination onion. And then I will let this cool down before I can add my chopped scallop over here. You can use any type of onions you have, but I prefer using these shallots over here. They just taste amazing. Okay, so now I'm just going to chop my coriander into very small pieces. So this is my jalapeno peppers. So it depends. If you want it spicy, you keep these seeds inside. I don't want it spicy. My customers don't like spicy, so I'm going to remove the seeds out so that it's not too spicy. Then you want it to look like this with no seeds inside. You want it to look like this. So all the seeds are out. I do the same. Then I'm going to chop this. So this is my jalapeno peppers. Going with 1 onion. So all this I'm doing is to mix them up into my corn. Going to do like a corn salsa. So what I'm looking for here is diced little onions. Just go in. Tomatoes. So with my salsa, I don't need my tomatoes to be wet. So I'm going to remove out the spot. But this one, I did not do a great job in this so that it's not soggy. So I'll show you guys one. So I don't want it soggy. Then I'll remove this tip over here. And this one here. Let's move this out of the way. And then what you need is to take your spoon and you go, is to go from here. And then you just want to remove this so that your tomato is not too soggy. Slice it like this. This into a bigger bowl. I feel like this one was too small. And then I am going in with, so with this, we don't want the skin. What you want is to remove the green part. So just make sure you don't go too deep, but slowly. Just need a little bit of this to give it that yeast inside. And then I'll go in with all this, side like this. Now I'll go in with my lime juice. I'll use 1 full one. If we taste the lime, we can't feel it, we'll add another one. But for now, I'll just use 1. Okay, then I'm going in to mix this up. Look how all these colors are coming in well together. And it's looking so delicious. So I'm going in with salt, and then we're going to give it a taste. So just a little bit of salt. We do not want too much. I'm going to mix this up. This tastes good. So I'm going to put this aside, and then I'm going to start with our rice because now our rice is ready. Now guys, my rice is ready. Just transfer it over here. So I'm going to chop some cilantro and make it a chirancho rice for the burrito. So I'll remove all this part I don't need. Then I'm gonna finally chop my chiranchos. So now this is ready chopped. I'm just gonna transfer it into our rice. Hey, so I'm going to use 2 slices of lemon. Next one. Yes, this small one has enough juice. Bring this here. Put the last one. Then I'm just gonna take all this out of my way. So now I'm just gonna mix this up. This is our chirancho rice. It smells delicious and it also looks delicious. So I'm just gonna test this, see if everything is good. You can feel the lime. You can taste the chirancho. My rice is pretty good. I like this. Okay. Gonna put this aside and then we're gonna clean our beetroot. Cleaning it when it's hot like this. And then I just hold it and then I just press, you see, like this. This is how I remove the skin. So I just shared with you a kitchen hack, which it makes easy to clean your beetroot and then just remove it. Like, gonna start with my chicken over here that we marinated, left it for a while. So this one we need to go per portion so that the pan is not really much overwhelmed. Cooking my chicken for 10 minutes with a bit of portion. So then I'll continue like to flip it on sides. So this is my chicken for burrito bowls over here. Up first, and then I can go in with my beans. So one thing I've learned into the restaurant is how to chop the peppers. So the first thing we do is slice here and then slice there. Then I'll open up there, then go inside like this until there. And then that's how you chop your peppers. And then I'll just cut it in the middle. And then I'll go in. So this is done. So I'm going to transfer this. Now, cooking onion. So because I'm going to stir fry this, I need to cut them like this for stir frying. So I'll just use one. Now I'm going to stir fry this. So now I'm just waiting for my veggies to steam. I like them a little bit soft as well with my onion, but if you like them crunchy, go ahead and leave them crunchy. I'll go in with my beans. These are the beans I'm using for my burrito. So I'll go it in and steam it on very high heat because I don't want it to cook. I want it to stir fry. And then I'm going in with 1 table of salt. I'll add in another one, 2. Then I'll mix this up. Look how beautiful, delicious the flavors are looking combined in this pan. And it also just smells so delicious. So now I'm done with my beans. The beans give you that crispy taste. Just gonna mix this up like this. So this will be the sauce on the side. This. So you can also have this with some fries. It's good. It's the one we do the avocado. So I'm going in with guacamole. So I'm using two avocado. So just open this up like this. Then for this side, what I do is like this. Then I'm gonna try with this one again. Yes, like this. This is what I wanted to do. It's a bit stubborn. Yeah, so I'm going to use 1 lime juice. So now this is my guacamole. So now I'm just gonna go in with 1 full lime. Looks like a juice. It's not really good. Press this, but the juice is not coming out. Like it's the hard one. I'll try this part. Yeah, good. I am going in this here. Going with 1 tablespoon of salt to give my guacamole just a great taste. I love putting salt in my avocado. Then I'll just go and mash this. This tastes so delicious. I just love it. You're going like so then guys, my rice is done. I am going in now with my corn, which is my corn salsa, this one. So I'll give a very good portion, just like 2 spoons. Very good one, like here. This. Now I am going in with my beetroot. I give it a very good portion. You want your customers to be satisfied when they are eating. And then I'm going to go in with my delicious carrots, you guys, the ones we did, and we did the marination over there. So I'll just go in with my carrots, just a little bit over there, and then over very good portion, like this, like this, over there. So now for my guacamole, guacamole, I'll just put some over here. Just twist this side, move a bit this one here and create a space. 1 spoon over the guacamole. This, it's gonna move this like this. Now for my marination, the marinated onion, I'll just take a little bit and put it over here. You see how the color came out? So natural red. Put it like this. This over here. This already looks so delicious. Now the most important part, which is our chicken over here. Just gonna move the stuff like this, and I'm gonna mix this up a little bit like this. Go in with my chicken, and not to cover our rice. Very good portion of chicken, because I also want them to see we have rice down. Going like this. There, this. So now, guys, this is our burrito bowl here. We are done to plate it. So now we're gonna give them a side sauce of spicy mayo. So this is my final burritos for my customers that I'm going to deliver. It's full of delicious flavor. It's smelling good. It looks well presented. This is how you do your delicious burrito bowl. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like and share this recipe with your loved ones and friends. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Remember to share love and care wherever you find yourself. Bye-bye. So I'm just going to deliver this to the rightful owners. So guys, ready for delivery.